position and wait for my go.
Alright, so there is a lot of requests that ask me to do this tutorial based on basic shapes. So if you have downloaded the file from Open Learning and then open the file called Drawing Shapes Tutorial 1, okay, so you will find a file that looks like this, okay, where it have an and matching shapes, okay, a dotted shapes of a several basic shape, and then the combination of the basic shapes which creates the robot that you see on the top, sorry, on the bottom corner over there. Alright, so in order for you guys to learn about Illustrator, so you have to know how to handle your basic shapes. Okay, so the first shapes, in order for you to zoom in Illustrator, uh, Control plus, and then move around using scroller on your mouse and hold your space bar in order to move around and navigate whenever you zoom in. Okay, so the first shape that you see over there, okay, we have a rounded corner. So to find these shapes, you be able to find these shapes in the rectangle tool, click and hold. Okay, so I'm just going to change to Essential Classic. Click and hold, you will see a rounded rectangle tool. Okay, and then in order to adjust your corner, your rounded tool, you click over here and then the corner radius will mention over here. So I'm just going to put that 0.2 inches. Alright, so I believe that is close to what the template is. Okay, so I'm just going to hit delete and I just want the outlines. Okay, so in order for you guys to have the outlines without the fill color, click over here and then click here to choose white outlines, and then click over here, click and drag, so you will have this corner, and then hold your shift to have a symmetrical rounded rectangle. Alright, so release, and then you will move this rectangle tool over here, or you can move it using your keyboard arrow as well. Okay, so rounded rectangle tools. Alright, so the next shape is we're going to create a rectangle. So using a star tool, okay, select, click and hold, select the star tool, click and drag, and then use your keyboard arrow up and down to increase or decrease the point of the star. Okay, so decrease until you have a triangle, and then hold your shift to make sure your triangles are level. Okay, so release when you are satisfied with your adjustment. Click on selection tools and then move the adjustment and hold your shift to make resize to the appropriate angle. Okay, so that's how you create a triangle. Okay, so the combination of both of the shape with the added of a circular shapes over here is using ellipse. So click over here, click on ellipse tool, right, and then hold your shift to make sure you create an ellipse that is proportionately. Okay, click on selection tools, move, okay, move the tools, move the circle to its place. Okay, next one is the triangle. You guys knows how to create triangle already. Okay, click the star tool, click star, hold your shift to make sure it is level. Okay, and bring using selection tool, and then you can make adjustments towards your triangle by going to the edge of the bounding box, and then your arrow will change. Then you can make adjustment towards your shapes that you have selected. Okay, so that's how you want to make adjustment towards the triangle. And then of course, lastly, there is two shapes over here that were created using rectangle tools. Okay. Alright, so now you have successfully created a basic shape with an outline in Illustrator. Okay, so basically an illustration is just matter of combination of shapes. So you will have an exercise that you can do it over here using the basic shapes that you have learned over here on the left. Okay, and combine all those basic shapes over here, okay, to create a illustration of a robot. Okay, so I want you guys to try to create using basic shapes outline to create the robot that you see over here. Okay, can you try to do that? Okay, so when you were able to get all the outline of the robot like you see over here, okay, all are using basic shapes and with the tools that you have learned previously. Okay, so you can start to play around with the colors of the robots. Okay, you can simply just click over here and then select the colors that you intended to from here. For example, I'm just going to use white, and then maybe this color is a bit of reddish or something like that. Okay, so it is up to you, your creativity, how you want to change the color once you already get the intended shape that you wanted. Okay, so you can play around with the color and try to be creative a little bit. Okay, so in order for you to try to explore with Illustrator. Okay. Okay, so I have played around with the shapes just using white, so I have achieved this result of this particular robot. So you can do, I leave it up to you what kind of color that you wanted to choose. Okay, so I want you guys to try to feel the color of the robot.